Hey, welcome back to another Titus Diorama action figure review. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Witcher Wild Hunt Geralt of Rivia from McFarlane Toys. So let's get to it. As you can see, Geralt comes in a really nice window box packaging that allows you to see the figure, the accessories that come with it. The side of the packaging doesn't have really much going on other than it tells you it's from McFarlane Toys and it's Geralt of Rivia. And the back of the packaging has a really nice product shot and it tells you that it has 22 moving parts. So with that stated, let's go ahead and get Geralt out of the packaging and take a better look. Alright guys, so here is Geralt out of the packaging. And I just want to start off before we look at the accessories by saying that I think McFarlane Toys did a really great job with this particular figure. We'll take a closer look at him in a second. The only one downside I have to all the McFarlane Toys that I've picked up so far is that they come with these really nice kind of like backgrounds. And I love all the detail that they have on them, and it'd be really cool to be able to put the figure standing in front of it. But they put the stand on it, and how they do it is that they actually put the stand with a piece of plastic that goes around that's glued on. So when you go to pull it off, you actually rip it off, and it just takes away from that. Kind of wish that they just put it in separately, or even if they just put it in on like the back of the packaging, that would have been great too. Because like I said, I do like this, but I'm not going to let that take away from the actual figure itself. Again, I think they did a really great job with this figure. Let's take a quick look at the accessories that he does come with. Now, Geralt does come with both of his swords. The swords are very well sculpted. They're very well detailed. I like the way that they look. The only suggestion that I wish that they have done with this is made it actual steel color, metal color. It's just cast it in that plain gray plastic. Again, looks good, but I think it would have looked better if they had have done the same color as his chain or the little hook here for the other accessory that it comes with. Now, they do fit on the back of his, or on his back, and they're pretty easy to tell which one goes where. Just because of the notches and the way that the swords look. So you can just slide them right in there. So it's great to actually have storage on him with that. It looks great with him posed with those on there. And it doesn't hinder the articulation at all. Now he also comes with this chopped off werewolf head that you can hang on him. It looks really cool, really detailed. There's a couple different versions of this particular figure, I think, with slightly different armor on. There's one that just comes with the swords and nothing else. There's this one, and of course there's also one that comes with I believe a griffin head and also fire, as magical fire effects, which is pretty cool, and I may end up picking that up at some point in time. I may also end up picking up Siri as well. Actually, not may, I know I probably will pick that up. But again, very detailed sculpt on this, and that's the thing about McFarlane Toys. They've always had very detailed sculpting on all of their figures, which is great. I'm hanging the head off this for the first time, and I do realize it's kind of a bit low on the actual figure. I would kind of want it to be higher up, and I think I can probably loop this around. Yeah, there's a little piece of hair there that's a little bit more of a hook, and that will make it look a little bit better hanging off of his side there. So it's a little higher up. As you can see, the side piece here is actually a really malleable plastic. I kind of wish that it was a little bit more stiffer, because again, this kind of the weight of this guy kind of makes it droop down a little bit more. And I'm afraid over time that would eventually just straighten completely out and drop down there. Again, the detail on this guy looks amazing. And if you collected any kind of McFarlane toys back in the day, basically they were very well known for their sculpting, but not a lot of articulation. They only had a couple points of articulation, like an arm would move this way or that way, or a leg that was in a specific pose could swivel back and forth, but it looked out of place if you did that. This is an actual action figure, and I do like that. He does have articulation in the neck, so you can look down. The hair sculpt does prevent him from looking too far up, at least on mine. Of course, he can look side to side. Mine's a little stiff, but you can see he can look side to side. He does have shoulder articulation, and the armor is actually soft plastic, so it allows you to move it all the way around. He does have upper bicep swivel. He does have double jointed elbows, works really well. His hands are actually, they can swivel side to side, and they do hinge up and down. Mine's a little bit tight, but you can see that it does move. I believe he has an ab crunch, but due to the armor, the way that it's designed, it is preventing it from crunching as far forward as I'd like. He can kick forward, he can kick back. He does have upper thigh swivel, but it's a little tight on my figure. He does have double jointed knees, and he does have a wide range of foot movement and toe articulation and ankle pivot. So really great on the articulation, and this is definitely a huge step up from what the old toys used to be. I'm just realizing that the actual back piece here can swivel around, so you can get it in different poses if you want it to. Probably more so up and down or to the side there with it. Just to make it look a little easier, like he's getting his swords out. The detail on this, again, guys, just very, very well done. I'm loving all the detail on it. The only thing I kind of wish it had a little bit more done is some dry brushing on it, just to kind of pick up that detail a bit more. I'm really glad to have The Witcher in my collection. A big fan of the video games and of the TV series, and I have some ideas of what I'm going to do with this guy with a diorama. So if you've liked this video, by all means, go ahead and click on that like button. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click on the subscription button, and also on that bell notification so you can be updated with any new content that I put out. And as always, guys, stay nerdy.